And here's why. I grew up loving, emulating hip-hop, all things hip-hop, breakdancing, DJing, graffiti, rapping. And so I understand the culture.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. Of course, he performed Not Like Us. In the lead-up to Kendrick Lamar's headline performance at the Super Bowl halftime show, most of the chatter focused on whether he would play the song that was effectively the knockout blow in the months-long battle with Drake last year, the song that became Kendrick Lamar's signature hit, and a generational anthem, the song that won both Record and Song of the Year at the Grammys just a week ago, the song that appeared to recalibrate hip-hop power rankings, perhaps permanently. So yes, Kendrick Lamar played the song, towards the end of the set, of course, building up anticipation with a couple of brief musical nods to it, toying with the audience's emotion and thirst.
Your Jelly Roll did it with me.
Who's going to be on the show this year?
I haven't figured it out yet.
Did he?
I don't think he's going to make it.
Just a suggestion. Well,
we actually played the Super Bowl.
You and Diddy?
Diddy was on that. No one remembers, first of all.
We're talking about 2004 or something?
Yeah, I can't remember the year, but
you were the Super Bowl.
No one remembers that any of us played it because Janet Jackson showed her boob.
So who was on that bill? It was a
Nelly.
Oh, it was a bunch of people.
Puff Daddy, myself,
right, Justin.
Janet Jackson, and she brought out Justin Timberlake.
Oh, and you got buried by the nipple.
Got buried by that little shitty boob.
What did you think of this year's Super Bowl? I mean, you mentioned DEI. People complained about that.
I mean, to put it nicely, it wasn't my cup of tea, but I got to respect it. And here's why. I grew up loving, emulating hip-hop, all things hip-hop, breakdancing, DJing, graffiti, rapping. And so I understand the culture a little bit more than most. And when I say most, of course, I mean white people. So watching it, I'm like, after there's a lot of things going through your head, everyone's like, that sucked, this, that, and the other. I'm like, man, this kid pretty much came out figuratively with both middle fingers in the air, doing what he does for the people who love what he does, unapologetically. I don't think he gives a frog's fat ass what anyone thinks about it.
Like you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, so I go, it's pretty much how I built my whole career. I got to respect it.
Right. Yeah, okay, there we go. Common ground. Yeah, I mean.
Now, how did he get there? I think a lot of people, I've heard nobody answer this question yet. Like, how did he get that gig? Jay-Z. All right, what happened there? I think Jay-Z and Kendrick Lamar should both send Colin Kaepernick a bunt cake and a six-pack of beer and a thank you note with a bunch of money in it. Because without him kneeling and getting everyone's panties in a bunch over the anthem, self-included, I don't think that happens.
Yeah, I know you.
And by the way, wait, one more point. This was the epitome of DEI. This was the epitome of DEI blowing up. Because, the NFL was on this DEI and racism, all this stuff. They got Jay-Z in there booking this, and Kendrick Lamar goes out there and basically turns DEI into an IED. It's all black people, or all people of color, speaking to his crowd in the hood, black people. It was like the most non-exclusive, or the most exclusive thing ever. And I'm like, fuck yeah, that's awesome. I'm laughing my ass off.
Loyalty. I mean, give me something.
Swimming pools.
Yeah, swimming pools. Right. Something. Don't kill my vibe. Give me something.
Yeah.
And I think that it was when I first saw the response from people on the internet. I was like, some of these people are just racist. Some of these people just don't want hip hop at the Super Bowl.
Right.
But then some people were legitimately like, yo, I like hip hop. I like music. I just don't know these songs. I feel iced out of it, and you shouldn't. I don't think you have to be a pop act to do this, but I think he made it more narrow than it needed to be, given his catalog.
I had some folks in my house at the party that were not hip hop heads that liked it though. So I mean, I don't think it was everybody. Like, you don't have to be a fucking hip hop head to have been like, oh, that was a dope performance.
I thought it was beautiful. I guess I like the aesthetics. I like
Same.
what he was doing. I like the symbolism. But again, I feel like I'm an insider to his world, and I just feel like people who aren't in that world, a lot of people felt locked out of it. That's the feedback I'm seeing from people. Like everybody at my crib loved it. They was going crazy.
Right.
But I just see a lot of people who didn't feel that way.
Like he got I'm sorry, he got the GNX tour coming up.
Yeah.
If this is the way, of course it will be more records, but if that entire set was played on the GNX tour, I'm gonna love it.
Yeah.
Just not Super Bowl.
Initially,
That was my only-
initially I didn't like it, but then I realized that it was a message there. You know, when I went back and watched it, and I started to understand it, and it grew on me. I didn't like it initially. It was boring. I'm like, what is he doing?
I also understand
It's Super Bowl.
owning a majority of the songs.
Yeah.
Doing that, fuck it. I'm
hear
gonna
it,
run
you
up
know.
the streams on my
It's-
shit. It's gonna be my shit.
It's about the message, though.
But Flip, let me ask you: Do you want to be convinced, or have to like be convinced to like it? You know what I mean? Like it's one thing they listen to an album 5 times and you like, you know, I'm in love with it now. But a Super Bowl
Programming.
performance should feel like when I watch Michael Jackson, when I watch Beyonce, when I watched, I mean, any of these people say, yo, that shit was fire. If you got to watch it 10 times or 5 times to feel into it, I think that's different. And I didn't feel that. Again, I liked it. I just
You're programming yourself.
Yeah, but we programmed to expect extravagant performance.
For Super Bowl, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, but nah, he take that, America.
It's an interesting take from you. Interesting take from you.
Say more.
The last part. I'm shocked he said the last part.
Why?
Because he was boycotting. So to now view it through the lens of what a Super Bowl performance traditionally is. And why do we view it that way? Because of the stage. And why is that stage that stage? Because of the viewership. Yeah, but who is the viewership?
Is it the people at the stadium or is it the people watching?
You know who the viewership is when you talk about that stage.
Yeah.
So I'm with Flip. I'm with Flip.
Yeah.
Take this hip hop.
Yeah, take that.
Hey. Yeah, listen. Hey, y'all, internet, y'all.
Real quick, sorry, Joe.
Get your bag.
It's like what Kanye did when he went for the relief. Remember when Kanye did on MTV? George Bush don't like black people.
Yeah.
That's even though that was crazy, but we didn't expect him to use the opportunity to say that. If you understand, like he showed us what he thought about the current position that America is in. Like it's a whole message that I read between that.
I loved all of that.
And the position that he's in even see it like that.
Yes.
Right?
Flip,
Like,
But could you not have done that with Kill My Vibe?
That's what I was gonna say.
I mean, you could do that
done
same.
that with different songs.
You could do that with All Right.
who are you to say that? And who are you to say that? Listen, I, much like y'all, hate the set list.
That's the only thing I hate.
Yeah, that's all I'm criticizing.
For me, that has to take a back seat because the story was greater than the set list.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And I can't now come and tell the storyteller how to tell that story. I thought there was some songs that could have went even if he performed them at the other Super Bowl. That's me in my living room. The guy telling the story wants to tell it this way. It was bold. I think black is bold. It was like the audacity. I like when people have audacity.